Stride. This is Mr. Rick, Librarian Rick, from your Read-Aloud time in the library at Kellogg. I've been missing you guys, so I thought I would do a Read-Aloud and send it along to you. Today I am joined by my lovely wife, who is a speech pathologist at Cascade High School. Her name is Gail. And hi, welcome, thank you for joining me today. And because we're locked in this house together. We normally use, for those of you who have voices, when we do our read aloud, we use the voice a lot. She's going to be helping me with that part today. Do you want to tell them what you're going to be doing?
Sure. So I have Proloquo to go, and different people have different apps, but this is one of the common ones. And I'm going to be just kind of modeling how, as a parent or as a student, you might be commenting on the book and talking about the book. And this is something great that parents can do while you're talking with your student or reading a book with your student, is just use their device to model whatever level they're at, just kind of bump it up one level. So if they just do single words, you bump it up to 2 or 3 words. If they do 2 or 3 words, you bump it up to a sentence and work on some grammar. So I'll be doing that while we're reading the book.
And a lot of times during the read aloud, we just stick with yes or no, or we have some maybe 1 or 2 words from the book that they would use. So this might be a little different than what some of the students are used to that use the voice. And I know not everybody in the group uses that, but we'll have a little discussion as we go. So today we're going to be reading one of my favorites. It's called Meet Wild Boars, and it's written by Meg Rossoff and illustrated by Slofi Blackall. And the important thing to know before we start this book is that there is a boar in here named Doris, and Doris was my mom's name. And she absolutely hated this book.
I have something to say.
Yeah. This is just kind of an attention getter. It's on the chat page. So I go to the chat page here, and then there's...
I have something to say.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you...
And I'm going to just make a comment about the book, and this is something you could do while you're reading the book.
It is.
And then if I go to describe A to Z.
Funny. It is funny.
Just kind of a general comment you could say about the book.
All right. This is Boris. This is Morris. This is Horace. This is Doris. They are wild boars. And I don't know if you guys know what boars are, but boars are basically big pigs with tusks and hairy, and you'll learn more about them as we read this book. Do you think they look nice? Do you think they seem like nice creatures to have around? What do you think?
And you could make a question about that. You could say, if I go to the is here, and I'm going to hit they, and
are they good? Are they good?
That would be just a question you could ask about the story. And then you could make a guess. And I could say, sure, I think
they are good. They are good.
I think they're good. Sure.
Well, let's find out. They are dirty and smelly, bad-tempered and rude. Do you like them? Never mind. They do not like you either.
Oh, so you could talk about that. You could say,
I do not this.
Oops, that would be the wrong one. I would do the word like. Hold down the they and get them.
I do not like them.
If you are polite to Boris and hold the door for him, he will tusk you with his horrible tusks. Tusk, tusk, tusk. Bad Boris. And look at that. Ouch. Does that look nice? Does that look comfortable?
I have something to say about that. I can say
he is.
And then if I go to describe, there's a negative page here, and I can see the word mean.
He is mean.
He looks pretty mean to me too. If you share your treats with Morris, he will stomp on them with his beastly feet. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Naughty Morris. And look, he ruined all those perfectly good chips. They're just on the ground. Stomp there. Does that seem nice?
If I go to actions, I can try to find the word stomp. And it's okay if you don't already know where all this vocabulary is. You can look it up together with the student and talk about it. So I'm going to just go to A to Z verbs just to see if it's there. Yes, and they're alphabetical. Not there yet. There it is.
Stomp. 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 Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Just like the book. Students might really like that word.
If you try to help Horace with his mittens, he will make a nasty smell and snort with laughter. Snort, snort, snort. Horrid Horace. And look, there's a nasty smell. Gross. And he's wearing mittens. Do you think a boar needs to wear mittens? Does that seem like the kind of thing a boar would need to wear?
Yeah, so that would be a good one to practice the word not. This is a really useful word.
Not.
And you could even just make a little phrase like,
Not need.
he does not need it. And it's okay if you say something as a parent different than what the AAC says. You can fill in the other missing words and just use that for the level that the student is at.
And as for Doris, oh my. She is stinkier than a stink pot turtle right here. She is uglier than an ugly fruit over there. She is bossier than a bossyosaurus.
I could say something about that. I could say,
She is.
and then I'm going to go to describe, and the word I want is something that she looks like.
Ugly. She is ugly.
She is ugly. And then I could even say,
Not. Cute.
there's
Not
my
cute.
not again. Not cute.
Poor wild boars, nobody loves them. Maybe, just once, they could come to your home. What do you guys think? Do you think they could visit you at your house?
Not.
I gotta go back to the main page for the word come.
Come. Not come.
They should not come to my house. No. And I could even say,
They are bad. They are bad.
and if your student is ready for it, here's the word because.
Because.
So you can make a longer sentence.
You could make them some snacks. You might show them your toys. Play dress-up or dominoes. Splash in the bath. They could borrow your pajamas and sleep in your room. Nice wild boars, sweet wild boars. They promise, just this once, they will try to be good. You think they're going to be good? You think they're going to be good?
Are not good. They are not good.
I don't think so. They are not good.
Oh, let's find out. Maybe
They
they'll
are
prove us wrong. Oh no, they will not. They will not be good. Horace will soak in the toilet for hours. He'll eat all your soap, clip his toenails in bed, be rude to your pets, cut the strings off your puppets, make fun of your feet, lock himself in the shed. Those are all very rude things.
Look where he is.
In the.
Now, if I want to find toilet, I'm pretty sure it's going to be under places. But I think that wasn't right. I think it was under furniture. I'm going to go back to look. Furniture. I don't know why toilet is under furniture, but there it is.
Toilet.
He's,
In the toilet.
and then you can talk about how bad that is. Bad.
Bad. Bad. Bad, bad, bad.
That is pretty bad. Morris won't eat what you give him for supper or let you go first. Say excuse me or please. He'll sneer and he'll scratch. Stick his snout up your jumper. That's sweater in Britain. Then eat all your chocolate and give you his fleas. At least he gave you something, right? I mean, that's nice of him, I suppose. But he ate your chocolate.
If I hold down the word I get the word my. And then I can find chocolate, and I'm just going to kind of look for it. I think if I go under food, it's a dessert. And then flavors, and there's chocolate.
My chocolate.
My chocolate!
Boris will break every one of your pencils. He'll smash up your puzzles, use all your glue, make horrible smells, leave the tops off your pens, stamp his foot, have a tantrum, then swear it was you. And here you can see the smell coming out of his ears this time.
All right, and for this one I could say,
He is
and then I'm going to go to describe, and there's on the word smells.
smelly and stinky. He is smelly and stinky.
Yes, he is smelly.
And as for Doris, who has never been good, not for one single second, not once, not ever, ever, she will ask for a toy in case she gets lonely and scared in the dark. Dear little Doris, look at her, so sad and lonely over here. Does she look sad? Does she look sad?
Yes. Good.
Yeah, she is good.
She's good.
Yeah. Oh, or we could ask a question with that one.
Is she good? Is she good?
Is she good? Let's find out.
To which we say, ha! Given half a chance or even less, Doris will eat your very best whale, flippers and all.
Ah. She
She is not good. She is not good.
No. She is not good.
So perhaps it is best if we all agree that there is no such thing as a nice wild boar. Then, if you happen to run across one that is fluffy and sweet, though the chances are that you won't, you will be very pleasantly surprised. And look how fluffy and sweet she. Look, cute little red cheeks, little round face, little no tusks at all. So cute.
Aww.
Adorable.
And we could say,
It is a
if I go to the people page, there's the word baby.
baby. It is a baby.
Aww.
You will be pleasantly amazed, but not at all fooled. Oh, look at that, and oh no.
Oh no, what happened? We could say, what happened? And I could say,
It
and this one I actually added a verb because it didn't have it.
poops. It poops.
Aww.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us today, and glad to see you again, or glad to be seen. And as a quick reminder, please do not post this anywhere else due to copyright issues. We're trying to keep it just on the school sites. So thanks. Hope you're doing well. Bye.
Bye.